Tigers, welcome to Tiger TV.
Today is Wednesday, May 28th, 2025.
I'm Maddie Mitchell.
And I'm Laura Holblad. So Maddie, what's in the news?
Finals week is almost over. The last exam, Block 1, will take place tomorrow. If you need to make up a final, there are two opportunities, Thursday, May 29th at 11 a.m. and Friday, May 30th after class day. This week marks a big moment for many students. Freshmen have officially completed their first year of high school finals, a major milestone. And for seniors, this is the end of their high school academic journey as they get ready to graduate and head off to college. Good luck to everyone finishing up.
Last Tuesday, seniors came together for one of their final class events, Senior Sunset. This evening served as a full circle moment following the senior sunrise they shared at the start of the year. The evening started at 6:30 p.m. and was filled with enjoyable activities such as decorating skirts, signing yearbooks, and indulging in tacos from Sancho's and ice cream from Mr. Softy's. Seniors, we hope you've had a memorable time.
As the 2024-2025 school year is coming to a close, seniors are reflecting on what they have learned and offering advice to students about what they wish they had known. Now that they've experienced the reality of senior year, let's hear from Tiger TV reporter Lily Henry as she sits down with a couple of monarchs to share their insights on navigating this hectic time.
Hi, I'm Tiger TV reporter Lily Henry, and today I'm here with
Allie Egan.
Allie Louie.
All right, I'm going to be asking them what they wish they knew going into senior year. So, first question is, what's something you wish you knew someone had told you before senior year began?
I wish someone had told me to really do a better job of keeping all my time in order. I think certain parts of the year snuck up on me, especially the beginning and the end, I would say. And so just keeping a better track of time.
I wish that someone had told me how hard senioritis was going to hit at the end because, I'd always heard about it, but I didn't fully expect, the extent to which I wouldn't have as much motivation. So that was kind of a struggle.
Okay, and then what's one mistake you guys made that was pretty significant that you feel people should avoid next year and be aware of?
I think when it comes to a lot of the graduation events and the end of year celebrations, I thought I had a lot more time to prepare for them than I did, and that kind of goes to my thing about time management. But I was putting off ordering a grad dress or grad shoes, and it's kind of a last minute scramble, I think. And so just wishing I hadn't really done that.
Okay, and then Allie Egan, if you could go back to August of senior year, what's one thing that you would do differently?
I think I would start college apps a lot sooner just so that I wouldn't have to stress about it last minute. And then, it's the last year, so maybe I would plan a few more things to do with my friends.
Okay, and then going off of college applications, what's one thing that you recommend doing to help future seniors stay sane while juggling college applications and still heavy schoolwork?
I would say that making sure that you have a good sleep schedule is really important because you're not going to be in a good mood if you're not getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. And so I would recommend just get a lot of sleep and make sure you have a balance between everything.
How did you guys handle the pressure of making senior year count, and what would you recommend others to do to make sure that they make the most out of their senior years?
I remember something I watched, I think it was someone's video, but Mrs. Barano had said, say yes to everything. And I think that's such a good mindset to take in a senior year, making sure you don't miss out on any opportunities. And so, of course, schoolwork's important, but it's about making memories with your friends, just going out and having fun.
Thank you, Allie Louie and Allie Egan, for sharing your insights. I hope that current underclassmen and incoming seniors learned a bit more about what senior year is going to be like and feel more prepared. Now let's take it back to the studio.
Thanks, Lily. I will definitely keep this advice in mind next year when I'm a senior.
With the end of the school year fast approaching, students have been selected to be a part of NDB's chapters of International Honor Societies in subjects ranging from French to math. Students are granted entry into these societies by way of high GPA, above average test scores, and dedication to the subject matter. Most recently, 10 students were inducted into the ASL Honor Society on Tuesday, May 20th during a larger ceremony. We would like to recognize and congratulate Samantha Cook, Catalina Moore, Charlotte Parks, Jada Patel, Katie Shammy, Kathleen Sullivan, Tessa Turiello, Lucille Wood, Jolie Gurgis, and Alex Davido for receiving this honor. Congratulations to all Honor Society inductees.
Last Wednesday, HIA sponsored the annual end-of-year prayer service. It was a way for all of us to come together, listen to scripture, and take a moment to breathe before finals. Then, after the service, ASB hosted an end-of-year picnic featuring a dunk tank and slip and slide. Let's head over to Tiger TV reporter Virginia Fitzgerald to see more.
I'm Virginia Fitzgerald with Tiger TV, and we're going to be interviewing people at the end of your picnic. Okay, so what's your name?
Haley.
Nicole. Camila. What is your favorite part of the end of your picnic?
My favorite part is everyone getting together and just having fun and not caring about getting wet and stuff, and then just like hanging out.
I'm having so much fun seeing everyone in their skirts for their college and seeing underclassmen.
Yes, it's so much fun. What is your favorite activity at the picnic so far?
Probably the dunk tank because everyone gets soaked.
I would say the slip and slide. I feel like it's always fun doing that. I did that last year. It was really fun.
I like the ice cream and music.
The ASB picnic held on Wednesday afternoon was filled with fun, games, and ice cream, allowing students to relax and enjoy the time before finals.
And now we're going to take it back to the studio.
Thank you, Virginia. That really was a great way to end the year.
For the last feature of our segment, NDV's In-Step Dance Company choreographed a senior farewell tribute to the Monarchs class of 2025. Here they are.
Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm so proud of everything we've accomplished, and I can't wait to see what the next chapter holds.
Thank you, InStep dancers and their teacher, Colleen Lorenz. Congratulations to graduating senior dancer Kira McDevitt for her dedication to the company during her time here at NDB.
We have a lot more coming up in our special morning episode of Tiger TV.
After the break, we're going to hear from Kiki Shaw and Sammy Shelley and our next team of reporters with more stories about the end of school and summer activities. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. I'm Kiki Shaw.
And I'm Sammy Shelley.
For the first part of our segment, Class Day is just around the corner, taking place on May 30th, the final day of school. For seniors, the event is especially meaningful as they will receive cords at the event in recognition of their accomplishments. Students across all grades will also be recognized through various awards, including the Presidential Volunteer Service Award. Additionally, the newly elected ASB members will be officially introduced and sworn into their assigned roles for the upcoming school year. Students joining class councils and other leadership boards will also be formally welcomed. As the final school event before summer, Class Day brings together celebration, tradition, and reflection for the entire NDB community. And who knows, maybe there will be another surprise like Ember Chamberlain's appearance last year.
Every year, NDB hosts the Baccalaureate Mass for all seniors to attend the day before graduation. This Mass will be taking place in St. Bart's Church in San Mateo on Friday, May 30th. This event starts at 5 p.m., so families are encouraged to arrive early and celebrate this meaningful tradition as a community. This is one of the last events for the Monarchs, marking the final moments of their high school chapter. Thank you, seniors, for the spirit and unforgettable memories you brought to NDB. You will always be remembered.
Followed by the Mass on Saturday, May 31st, the Monarchs will be closing out their time at NDB during the graduation ceremony, which will begin at 2 p.m. in the front lawn. Graduates will wear academic attire paired with decorated caps and improved honor cords, showcasing any achievements made throughout the past 4 years. The class of 2025 will say goodbye to their classmates and the rest of the school as they receive their diplomas and close out this journey. Valedictorian Maggie Templeton and salutatorian Nicole Fong will speak, reflecting on their class's time at NDB. It will be 75 degrees and sunny during the ceremony, so any attendee should dress for warm weather.
Summer, also with summer's arrival, and with many NDB students planning on traveling, spending time with friends and family, and much more, others enjoy what summer programs NDB has to offer on campus. Some of these activities include a driver's ed course for NDB and non-NDB students seeking their learner's permit and eventually their license. NDB also offers a mock trial mini camp to both incoming and current NDB students interested in learning about law, debating, and more about the criminal justice system. There are also courses like Foundations for Math Success and Intro to Biology and Biology Honors offered. NDB has a lot to offer during the summer, so make sure to check out the programs and see what might interest you.
Most of the Monarchs will be heading to college in the fall. Some who start in mid-August have already received housing offers, while others are waiting to see which dorms they will be in for their freshman year. Let's go to Tiger TV reporter Andy Wong to see where seniors are shopping for dorm essentials.
Most seniors will be heading to college next fall, and many are solidifying their housing offers. The dorms are often much smaller than their current living arrangements, making the incoming freshmen much more conscious of space planning. Let's hear from seniors Lily Henry and Audie Joshi about meeting roommates and shopping for dorm essentials.
Yes, I do have 2 roommates and I really like them. Obviously, it's hard to know them because they live farther away. But we haven't started corresponding yet about like what each person is bringing. We've talked about it, so we actually need to call soon. We're planning on calling soon and talking about it. But my mom just bought like a fan from Costco, and so I'm gonna bring that. I think someone else is gonna bring an air purifier. So yeah, we kind of just need to call and figure it all out. But yeah, I'm really excited to meet them better, get to know them better.
So our housing application doesn't really open fully until June 27th, but I found 3 other people and we're going to be applying for a suite. We have a big spreadsheet and we're all going to get different stuff. I definitely want like a mini fridge. We're thinking like a microwave / air fryer, and then definitely a space heater because it's going to get really chilly up in Massachusetts, as well as like those like collapsible closet spaces like drawers, shelves, hangers.
They are also excited to decorate their rooms with vision boards to establish goals and mini whiteboards to stay on task, while also stocking up on essentials like portable and wall chargers.
I think obviously initially I was really excited about like making my dorm all cute, getting like fairy lights and like fun decorations, like a mini fridge, fun stuff like that. But now I feel like I'm kind of forgetting about like the essentials. Like I'm gonna need to get like some good solid stain-proof towels, like hygiene stuff, soap, like a shower caddy thing, laundry bag, stuff like that. Like, because I feel like it's really easy to forget about like the basics and essentials that you need on like a day-to-day living basis. So, yeah, now I'm looking into that a little more.
Audie also elaborated on how this change to living in dorms does not feel as daunting as it seemed at first.
I think it's not going to be that bad of a change since I've had to share my room with my brother, and I haven't had like a crazy amount of like storage space anyways. I am going to miss my big desk, but I do like coexisting with people, so that's going to be fun.
While seniors like Lily and Audie are aware of space limitations, they will also have to think about more pricey investments like iPads. Apps like Notability often come in handy with writing lecture notes, and Procreate is perfect for expressing one's creative side. As the countdown to their first day in college looms closer, they plan on bringing their most needed necessities with them. Let's take it back to the studio.
Thank you, Andy. We hope the seniors are looking forward to decorating your dorms with your roommates.
It is almost the end of the semester, and that means it's time to bid farewell to our senior monarchs. Let's join Tiger TV reporter Amy Sun as she catches up with some of them to hear their reflections, memories, and parting words.
So I joined the Catalyst because I wanted to, kind of like be part of something more than myself. I think that's really important to advocate for not only like what you believe in, but also what your community believes in, whether that is wanting to like make a change or just kind of amplifying someone's opinion. So that's why I joined, and it's been very rewarding, and it's definitely kind of been what I've expected, and it's really nice to be able to see just like our voice being published, printed, so everyone can see.
This is my first year in the journalism program, and I initially honestly joined because I needed a Block 2 elective, but I've always loved writing and I've been interested in communication, so I figured it would be a good idea to join.
I feel like the main reason I joined the Catalyst and Tiger TV was because I wanted to improve my writing skills, and then I also kind of wanted to learn how to create a newspaper because that was something that had always kind of fascinated me.
So one of my closest friends is Andy Wong, and obviously she was a part of the Catalyst last year. She's the editor-in-chief this year, and she really encouraged the idea for me. She seemed to have a lot of fun with journalism, and especially for senior year, I wanted to do things that may have been out of my comfort zones in other years. I just thought it would be an opportunity to try something new. Journalism, I remember, interested me from freshman year, but I never did it. I never had room in my schedule, but I did this year, so I just thought it would be fun to implement it into my schedule and have a more like lighthearted class.
Yeah, I think I always kind of knew I wanted to major in English, but journalism has definitely made me more confident in saying that. because I have learned so much through this elective, as I have definitely grown my skills in both writing and public speaking. And I think it has been really beneficial in that I have learned so much more about just how to start writing, how to work on a deadline. And those are things that I think are going to be very important as I go to college and beyond.
And just like taking on new challenges and being willing to like participate in different things and write different articles, even if it's something I'm not like as familiar with. And I'll definitely just take all of those lessons with me, all my writing skills, hopefully like in like an English class or something next year. I also want to join my college's news publication, so I'll definitely take all the skills I've learned here with me there.
I think I'll remember a lot, but one thing I would say is like my first trip to the ABC7 studio. It was really cool to see journalists at work. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to go into journalism, but I think it's really cool to expose yourself to different careers. So just seeing the anchors actually in the studio. So one remarkable moment that comes to mind because it's pretty recent was showing my mom a certain article, because especially this year, our feature section is on Mother's Day. So I wrote an article. It's like a tribute to my mom, and I spent a lot of effort on that, especially because it was one of my last articles that I'd ever write for the Catalyst, so I really had put my all into it.
I've just really appreciated this experience. It has been very impactful to me, and I'm very grateful to all of those around me for helping make it so memorable.
I think that this is one of my hardest goodbyes I'd have to say for high school. Just appreciate everything that you have, because it's such a gift to be able to say you have people around you, and it's such a gift to be in high school.
Thank you, Amy. This was a really heartfelt feature. Let's give all of our best wishes to our journalists as they continue on their journeys.
While a lot of news has been covered, there's more to follow in the last part of the final episode of the 2024 to 2025 school year.
Next, we are going to hear from Cami Kakunda and Sammy Kirkpatrick and our next group of reporters with more on the end of the school year and summer break. Good afternoon, Tigers. Welcome to the final segment of this Tiger TV morning show. I'm Camila Kahunda.
And I'm Sammy Kirkpatrick. So, Cami, what's in the news?
While summer is time to rest, it's also a chance to try something new. To help make that happen, summer bucket lists are a great way to stay motivated. So here are a few ideas to help inspire yours. Instead of heading to the beach or going somewhere familiar, try switching up your routine. That could mean touring an unknown museum like the Exploratorium in San Francisco, or walking through lesser-known areas such as the Big Canyon Park in San Carlos. Another idea is to try to take a full day offline. It's a great way to reset, allowing time to be spent doing activities you might normally skip over, such as journalism, drawing, or cooking. For something different, check out a local play. For example, Redwood City is hosting Free Shakespeare in the Park on Saturdays and Sundays from August 9th to the 24th. This is a unique way to spend an evening while supporting your local theater. With so many options, it's easy to find something fun to do this summer.
Summer is just around the corner. There are plenty of ways for students to make the most of this season and explore new opportunities. Let's go to Tiger TV reporter Rebecca Welty to learn more.
Hi, I'm Tiger TV reporter Rebecca Welty, and today we're going to be asking some members of the NDB community their summer plans.
There's a few things you can do over the summer. It really depends on like how much time you have, if you have, any plans to travel with your family. But the top things I would recommend to consider are volunteer work, or working, and potentially taking like an academic class.
One of the most important things if you're looking to get a leg up over the summer is whatever work you may be doing, job you're getting, or internship, make sure that it interests you, right? You want to try to experience as much as possible to see if it's something you want to go into, or maybe if you're not too interested in it, that's a great experience as well. So I'd say if you're looking to get volunteer hours to make sure to get your Notre Dame hours done, that's great. Also, if you're looking for a job or an internship, look at something that might be interesting for you or a career you might want to go into.
Ooh, okay, so kind of similar to what I said earlier about doing things you can't really have time for during the school year. Fun activities, honestly, like getting outside, getting that sun, moving your body, that's really important also for your mental health. Just being able to take up maybe some crafting or different activities that, are just, you're doing them just for fun, and they kind of help you explore your interests as well.
Absolutely. I did a lot of volunteer work with Pets in Need in Palo Alto, and I also worked at Sarah Summer Camp. And I realized quickly that spending a lot of time with younger kids and puppies with a lot of energy was really draining for me, but if that's something you're into, those programs are really amazing.
So honestly, start with nonprofits that are probably near you, or even online programs, community colleges as well, if you want to do something more academic. And yeah, there's so much out there. It really just depends on what you're interested in and what kind of skills you want to work on.
Let's take it back to the studio.
Thanks, Rebecca. I'm looking forward to relaxing this summer. Tigers, as summer break approaches, take note of these upcoming summer concerts taking place all around the Bay Area. If you're a country music fan, Zach Bryan is performing on August 15th at Golden Gate Park, and Post Malone will be at Oracle Park on July 1st. If pop music is more your style, Lady Gaga will make an appearance on July 22nd to the 26th, followed by Khalil Uchis on August 18th, both at the San Francisco Chase Center, and Coldplay is making their way to the Stanford Stadium on May 31st, the perfect way to end the school year. And right before the new academic year begins, San Francisco's annual Outside Lands Musical Festival will kick off on August 8th through the 10th. Headliners include Doja Cat, Tyler the Creator, and Hozier. Be sure to purchase all tickets from official sources such as Ticketmaster or the artist venue website as a perfect way to spend your summer. There have been a lot of accomplishments earned by spring sport athletes that we want to recognize as the year and season comes to an end. Sammy Kakala, who competed in discus, and Allison Yui in pole vault, both being track athletes, made it to CCS. While NDB's beach volleyball team did not go to CCS, they did end up at playoffs. And lastly, varsity softball just had their first game in CCS against Piedmont Hills and pulled through with a win of 2-1. We are so proud of all the spring teams, and good luck to softball as they finish up CCS. As the school year comes to a close, the producers of Tiger TV want to give you a glimpse of what working on a high school television program looks like. Let's hand it over to Tiger TV feature reporter Alexander Chartis to learn more about the inner workings of our broadcast.
I'm Tiger TV reporter Alexander Charnis, and today we're going to be looking behind the scenes of a Tiger TV broadcast.
It's no doubt that broadcasting every week requires some effort. However, many overlook the fine details it takes to create an episode for Tiger TV. Let's hear more from my co-stars as to how they navigate working in the studio.
Okay. I really love anchoring just because it kind of gives me and the anchor beside me just an insight on what it actually is like to be in a newsroom. We have real teleprompters that help us with the script and what we have to say, because we don't have to memorize, because that'd be a lot. Even professional newscaster people have a script and have a teleprompter, and directors and all that. So I think I just love anchoring just because I can tell my community, which is Notre Dame, what's going on, and I think that's really important.
Hi, my name is Sarah Lee, and I teleprompt for Tiger TV. It's an important role where I let the anchors read their script and let them know when a feature video is coming, how long it is, and when to come back, and let them know when the broadcast ends.
My favorite parts about being a feature reporter are definitely just being able to meet new people through all of the interviews and just find out everyone's opinions at the school, just so we can get a more wide variety of opinions onto the news. My favorite feature video I've done has been the one with the Powder Puff coaches. It was kind of fun to see how they're interacting before the game to kind of bring up spirit with the school.
Hi, I'm Allison Wright, and I'm usually the engineer for our Tiger TV broadcasts. And so my favorite part about being an engineer is that you kind of get to dictate and control what happens in the broadcast. So you get to kind of move around the graphics, you get to pick the feature videos, and it's very much like running the entire show, which I find very fun. It's also really collaborative because you get to work with not only the anchors and the directors and also the teleprompter to make sure everything goes smoothly. And so overall, it's a really great experience, and it's super fun to do for anyone who's interested in just the technological, behind the scenes aspects of journalism. I think my favorite broadcasts that I do are usually the final broadcasts because it's very high energy and everyone's kind of running around to make this show look really good. And so it's definitely really fun because we kind of get to see the culmination of all this work we've done for the semester, or in this case, the entire year. So it's a really cool thing to experience.
Thanks, Allison. Let's take it back to the studio.
Wow, thank you, Alexandra. I'm glad our viewers could have a sneak peek of what goes on behind the scenes. From attending a Giants game to cheering loudly at Aquacades, this has been a year to remember. As the 2024 and 2025 school year draws to a close, Tiger TV would like to leave you with a final video to recap all the memories made from these last 2 semesters. To remember, and we're looking forward to making more memories at NDB in the years to come. So that's the news for today. This is our last sign-up of the 2024 to 2025 school year, making the end of another memorable season in the studio. Thank you to all of our Tiger TV viewers throughout the year. It has been a pleasure to bring the news to you, and we couldn't have done it without your support. As always, go to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/ndbtigertv and our sister publication at thenDBcatalyst.com. This has been another broadcast of Tiger TV. Until next time, remember to walk your tree and have a fantastic summer, Notre Dame, and we can't wait to tune in next year.